Welcome to As We Get Older and another video. My name is David Moore, and today I'm going to be talking about powers of attorney. Many of us might not realize there's actually two different powers of attorney in most states. And of course, I am not a lawyer and I'm not your lawyer. So for each individual state, you'll have to find out exactly what the rules and limitations are with powers of attorney. But in general, there's a power of attorney that exists for financial affairs, and there's a power of attorney that exists for healthcare affairs. So let's explain the two different powers of attorney. Many people could have powers of attorney. Say if you're in the military and you've got to go overseas, you may need to leave a power of attorney who might be your spouse or your mom or dad or brother and sister who could pay your bills while you're away. And that's a financial power of attorney. That power of attorney may be something you have become effective immediately, like you might in the case of a military service where you've got to go overseas and someone has to pay your rent while you're gone. Or it can also be designated that it not become effective until you become incapacitated and unable to make decisions for yourself. And that can also be directed in a financial power of attorney. For that kind of power of attorney, where you specifically say it does not become effective unless you are incapacitated, it will usually require a doctor, signature, and notation in a future medical chart that that person no longer is able to make rash and competent decisions for themselves. And therefore, that's when that power of attorney would take effect. Now, there's also the power of attorney for healthcare. Now, this is usually something that would not take effect until one does become incapacitated or they cannot speak for themselves. So that one automatically is something that usually doesn't become effective immediately, though it can. But it usually is written to not become effective, and again, until a person is incapacitated or unable to speak for themselves. And then in that instance, a doctor would also make the notation of why that person is incapacitated. Or let's say you're in the emergency room and you've been in a car wreck and you're unconscious, then that's also when a power of attorney could take effect because you can't speak for yourself. But the power of attorney for healthcare allows someone else to speak for you and make those medical decisions when you are unable to. Powers of attorney, both for financial and healthcare, are really important for anyone of any age to really have directed. And that way you're knowing and trusting the people that you're allowing to make those kind of decisions for you, either immediately or if you should become incapacitated. Something to think about and something to consult your local laws if there are differences in different states regarding powers of attorney, but also something that's easy to set up and you should have done just like having a will done. You should have it done all around at the same time. Thank you for watching another video in the series of As We Get Older, and hope you click on some other videos to watch while you're here. Thank you.